You need anything, you just ask. We might not have your uncle's resources, but resourcefulness, we've...
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
Nearly done.
Now, let's get this stall set out.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 Akashic jars couldn't hurt me. I'm a son of Rosaria, after all.
Whoever's idea it was to take those bearers away to Eastport has my thanks.
Look, Daddy. Shining so brightly. Isn't it pretty?
Puts the good of the town first, that one.
Pretty blooming sinister.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately I can hardly keep up. But what I do know is that there's more bad news than good.
Anything catch your eye? Take care out there, eh?
Want to know how to tell if the world's going to rack and ruin? Look for busy bladesmiths.
I've got greens of all shapes
Looking
and
for shelter,
sizes.
are you?
Colours too.
Come on inside, I'll introduce you to Martha.
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. After her brush with those beastmen she's dangerous.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety.
The Baum archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once.
This is no time to ride. Let's go. Run like the wind. Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people...
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you, how about it, my little dagger? Care to...
I never swore my blade to you, nor will to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, master. Thank you for making me the
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imp...
All right.
I am. And thank you for everything.
Then I should head back to the hideaway and put coals...
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sunbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry.
I hope so. You had quite the past anyway.
Keep up the good work. Let's go. Run like the wind. This won't be easy. All right. Fly, Ambrosia. Be safe. I'll need to deal with these ones first. This is it. Right then. Just two more to find. Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. Time to fight. Two down, one to go.
We'd have our coin, our stock and our stores, and we're just supposed to hand it on.
Let's go. Run like the wind. come on.
Yeah!
Be safe. Fight. This might take a while. That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now.
Ah, Sid. Sir.
Good, thankfully.
Ah, that's brilliant. I'll fit him to the smelt. May I present to you the Telemon Furnace? Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good...
It's fine.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what... It's a metal, Sid.
Stretchy metal.
That is the spirit. So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You were... And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Can't think of any right now, but... That's our job. Maybe even out there. One day, the whole...
They'll hardly believe there are.
covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
I still say it were a compliment.
Say it all you like. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right. If it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tham. The one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what...
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Tell me we've run out of pepio nuts and all.
Trouble with your gear, or the sound of ringing still? So we weren't. Who knows? What do you want? Anything else? So what do I owe the honor? I'll keep the forge up.
How do you split the sea?
Please, Grace, stay strong. Ah, my Lord Marquis.
Yote, is anything the matter?
My lord, yes. It's your brother. Though he does his best to hide it.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but His Grace's case is severe. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying and thankfully a recipe was found. The only problem, and our supplies, unless we can secure more soon. My lord, I know that I have no...
For Joshua, anything.
Thank you.
So?
A rare herb, but it grows only where the ether is dead. We discovered a patch near the Act. The search continues for a new source.
So it's only that you can't reach it?
Well, yeah.
Then I shall go in your stead.
But...
You've yet to find another source, correct? Besides,
Well, Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct. I shall remain here.
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck. Well, I won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it. Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right. That should do it. Let's get these back to Yote. Yote.
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find an...
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike. You think only of how you might help others, and never...
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him.
I am honored that you should... But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.